On this channel, we've covered construction sets from Lego, Meta Blocks, Meta Constructs, Kobe, and even Bestlock. Today, I'll be covering a construction set from a company I never knew existed until now. Hello everyone, I'm Crystal Clear 101. Welcome back to the channel. Construction sets. Easily some of the most popular toys imaginable today, where you have the ability to build virtually anything you want. And action figures, equally just as popular, which allows you to hold scaled down versions of characters from your favorite TV shows, movies, video games. But how well does it work when your favorite action figure line gets their own line of construction toys? Normally, I'd say pretty well. Let's look at Lego, the best known construction toy brand. They have Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, and DC, which have all had very popular toy lines before being turned into construction toy lines. And they actually turn out pretty good on average. And Meta Brands, which has the Meta Block and Meta Constructs lines, they got Halo, Call of Duty, Masters of the Universe, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just to name a few. Most of these have already had established and popular action figure lines, and they have had some of my favorite builds from a construction toy line. Kobe, which has done primarily military vehicle construction sets, just from my experience, was equally just as good in build quality as Lego. And Bestlock, in which I've reviewed one of the Terminator construction sets from them, in my opinion, it was okay, but compared to the rest, it was easily the weakest of all the companies I've reviewed to date, in terms of the overall quality. But will that change today? Years ago on this channel, I reviewed a Transformers Trio minifigure 4-pack. Trio was Hasbro's line of construction sets, which started in 2011 with Transformers. And in early 2013, they added G.I. Joe to that line. And from what I remember, especially here in the States, that particular line was exclusive to Toys R Us. So needless to say, because there weren't a whole lot of Toys R Us near where I live, I never really got my hands on any of the sets. Only time I see Trio sets now are when I go to Dollar General, and even then, it's only the simple buildable Transformer figures. Apparently, earlier this year, Forever Clever, a brand that mainly does party favor supplies, released their first line of construction toys. Well, I wouldn't say first, but last year, I know they did have the licensing rights to Ryan's World. Apparently, they've lost that. I'll have some screenshots of some of the brands they do have up in this corner right up here. But apparently, earlier this year, they managed to get the licensing rights to G.I. Joe. Now, I've come across a few of the different sets, and for what they are, they look interesting, to say the least. And what I find even more interesting is the simple fact that they managed to get the licensing rights from Hasbro. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise to me, because on their website, they do have licensing rights to the Transformers and My Little Pony already. Now, here is how I am going to break this video down. First, we're going to look at the packaging. Second, going to lay out the contents from the box. Third, I will show step by step the build of this set. And fourth, I will give you my general impressions of this set. With that being said, let's go straight to the packaging. As far as how it looks when it's finished, you can tell it's supposed to be a H.I.S.S tank. But to me, it just seems a little small for my liking. My main complaints are that the cockpit is just a bit narrow for the provided minifigure to be able to sit comfortably. He can sit in the driver's seat, but you have to literally disarm the figure in order for him to be able to even sit down. Otherwise, his arms are going to be protruding upwards, which is going to be preventing the canopy from closing down completely. My main complaint, is that the quality of the parts locking in place seems to be, at best, in my experience, first generation Halo Metal Blocks quality. Now, it doesn't take much for the parts from my build, my set in particular, to fall off. The main parts I kept having fall off included the parts to the nose of the H.I.S.S tank, the cannons on the turret, which honestly wasn't too surprising on that part, and the side armor around the cockpit. Also, the bottom piece where the wheels attach, I kept having those fall off. But on the positive side, the main positives I can say were that this set was affordable. It was relatively easy to build. And it seems to be easy enough to find, especially if you're a diehard fan. But on the flip side, I kept having parts falling off. And the cockpit section, I think, could have been engineered better. Especially so that you didn't have to take the arms off of the figure just so he'd be able to sit in his own vehicle. Now, if you're a diehard fan of G.I. Joe and you're a collector of the brand, then these actually do make a nice addition to your collection, especially as far as the artwork on the boxes are concerned. Considering the artwork on the boxes are straight from the original boxes from the 80s that have inspired these particular sets. But if you're buying these to actually play with, they're going, from my experience with this one, if you're too rough, it will fall apart. The only way I see these actually stand together, honestly, is if you actually glue them together. But if you would like to see me cover more of these construction sets in the future, these G.I. Joe construction sets, comment down below which one you'd like to see me cover next, and I will make sure to make a video on that. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on that bell notification to receive all future notifications when I upload videos. Also, rate this video, leave a comment, and share this with your friends. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links to all of them will be in the description box down below. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.